They were so close to escaping 20 serial killers who slipped up. Serial killers aren't just terrifying. Some of them were shockingly close to pulling off the ultimate trick, never getting caught. Imagine playing the deadliest game of hide and seek, where the stakes are life itself. The prize is freedom, and the losers, literally everyone else. These aren't stories from horror movies. They're real people, walking among us, blending in. Charming on the surface, terrifying underneath. And yet, all it took was one tiny slip, one dumb mistake, or a random act of luck to end their reign. Today, we're counting down 20 killers who almost beat the system. People who lurked in plain sight, outsmarted the authorities for years, and pushed the limits of human audacity. Dark, yes. Creepy, absolutely. Weirdly fascinating. Oh, you bet. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the minds and near misses of some of history's most chilling criminals. Number 1, let's kick things off with Robert Hansen, the so-called butcher baker from Alaska. This man literally hunted women in the Alaskan wilderness with a rifle, turning the forest into his personal killing ground. For years, victims' pleas fell on deaf ears. The police didn't believe them. What finally exposed him? A survivor escaped and gave a chilling first-hand account. Suddenly, the hunter became the hunted, his carefully concealed horror unraveling under the spotlight of one brave woman's story. Number 2, Edmund Kemper, the co-ed killer, was so close to getting away that law enforcement actually considered him a friend. The police thought he was just a polite, intelligent giant who liked hanging out at bars and chatting. Meanwhile, he was secretly outsmarting them, meticulously planning murders and disposing of victims, all while sipping a beer. His friendly demeanor almost became the perfect disguise for one of the most chilling killing sprees in California history. Number 3, Dennis Rader, known as BTK, stopped killing for decades and appeared to be the perfect suburban dad, church leader, dog catcher, family man, the very definition of normal, and he almost got away with it entirely. But his arrogance got the best of him. He sent a floppy disk to the police, asking if it could be traced. The answer, yes, Dennis, yes, it could. And just like that, the quiet suburban life hit a monster no more. Number 4, Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer, dumped bodies along Washington's rivers for years, taking advantage of a time when DNA technology wasn't advanced enough to catch him. He was meticulous, careful, and terrifyingly patient. It wasn't until the 2000s, decades later, that science finally said, surprise, DNA evidence tied him to multiple victims. And the man who once outwitted investigators for years finally faced justice. Number 5, Shrale Keys, might be the scariest of them all. He had murder kits buried across the country and traveled methodically, killing and vanishing without leaving a trace. For years, he was a ghost. But Key's downfall came from a careless move, using his victim as debit card in Texas. Even the most meticulous killer couldn't escape the watchful eyes of state systems. Texas does not play around with crime. Keys learned that the hard way. Number 6. Jeffrey Dahmer almost got away when police literally returned one of his victims. After neighbors called for help, Dahmer convinced officers it was just a lover's spat, and they believe him. Can you imagine? The audacity, the nerve. A monster living among us, almost untouched, because the system failed to recognize the danger staring it in the face. Some mistakes are almost too shocking to believe. Number 7, Eileen Wuornos, one of America's most infamous female serial killers, targeted men while they hitchhiked. For years, she remained undetected, almost untouchable, until she trusted the wrong person and confessed. Like a scene ripped straight from a thriller, her own need to reveal her secrets led to her downfall. Even killers can be undone by the human flaw of overconfidence. Number 8. John Wayne Gacy, the clown killer, buried 29 victims beneath his suburban house. Neighbors assumed he was just a local contractor with a harmless clown side hustle. His undoing? Arrogance. Gacy couldn't stop bragging about his crimes, talking to the wrong people at the wrong time. Pride, as they say, comes before a fall, and in Gacy's case, It led police straight to him. Number 9. Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, terrorized Los Angeles with home invasions and random killings. He almost slipped through justice entirely until a group of ordinary citizens recognized him, chased him down, and held him for police. Street justice, as terrifying as his crimes were, became the reason this man finally faced the law. Even the most notorious killers can't predict. Vigilant communities. Number 10. Albert Fish, the ultimate nightmare, sent a letter to a victim's family describing the crime in horrifying detail. But the envelope carried a hidden clue pointing straight back to him. He essentially gift-trapped his own arrest. The audacity of this man is chilling, but his carelessness ended decades of terror for families desperate for justice. Number 11. Odni Okala, the dating game killer, appeared on a 1970s TV dating show while actively murdering. He almost became a celebrity instead of a criminal. The juxtaposition is surreal. A smiling contestant on national television, hiding a string of horrific crimes. His luck ran out, but his ability to blend into everyday life is a stark reminder that evil often wears a friendly face. Number 12. Ed Gein inspired iconic horror movies like Psycho and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. For years, neighbors assumed he was a quiet, shy farmer. Meanwhile, Gein dug up graves, made lampshades from human skin, and collected body parts. Small towns didn't gossip enough, and he almost got away entirely. His horrifying double life shows how appearances can mask unspeakable darkness. Number 13. Jack Unterweger, an Austrian serial killer, was released early for good behavior and became a celebrated crime writer. Irony doesn't get darker than this. While praised for rehabilitative success, he continued killing women. Authorities were blind to the danger, proving that sometimes society's trust in redemption can be deadly. Number 14. David Berkowitz, the infamous son of Sam, terrorized New York City with random shootings. He was nearly unstoppable, but a $35 parking ticket near a crime scene exposed him. Not high-tech forensics, not meticulous detective work. Just one tiny bureaucratic slip ended the reign of a man who seemed untouchable. Sometimes it's the small details that catch monsters. Number 15. Charles Cohen, the Angel of Death, was a nurse who killed dozens of patients using lethal injections. Hospitals transferred him repeatedly instead of reporting him. For 16 years, Cohen moved undetected, preying on the most vulnerable. The system failed, almost letting him continue his spree indefinitely. He was caught, but only after years of negligence and blind trust in the medical profession. Number 16. Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka, Canada's Ken and Barbie killers, looked like the perfect, normal couple. Police underestimated them for years because of this image. Reality, they were pure evil. Their ordinary appearance masked monstrous crimes. And for a terrifying stretch of time, they remained untouched by law enforcement, proof that appearances can be dangerously deceptive. Number 17. Pedro Lopez, the monster of the Andes, confessed to killing over 300 girls across South America. He was released from prison and vanished without a trace. To this day, no one knows where he is. The chilling part, a man capable of such horror can simply disappear into society, leaving only questions and fear behind. Number 18. Harold Shipman, a British doctor, killed patients with overdoses. He almost got away because, well, people trust doctors. The only reason he was caught. Sloppy forgeries on patient wills that look like a child's homework. A trusted professional hiding pure evil. Sometimes, authority itself can become the perfect cover for crimes. Number 19. Richard Chase, the vampire of Sacramento, drank blood believing Nazis were turning his blood to powder. He nearly escaped detection, but his complete lack of hygiene, wandering around covered in blood, exposed him. A monster so deluded even the most careful planning couldn't hide him from human observation. Chaos, it seems, leaves a trail. Fact 20. Andrei Chikatilo, the butcher of Rostov, killed for over a decade in Soviet Russia. Police arrested more than 200 innocent men before finding him. He almost got away because authorities refused to admit there was a serial killer problem. Denial can be deadly. His reign of terror ended only after repeated mistakes, oversight, and a society unwilling to see the monster in their midst. So there you have it, minus 20 serial killers who almost slipped through the cracks. Which near miss shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments. I want to know which story blew your mind. If you enjoyed this dark dive into human history, smash the like button and subscribe for more fast-paced deep dives. Remember, crime doesn't pay, but apparently, bad parking, careless mistakes, and human oversight do. And maybe, just maybe, that's the one tiny thread that keeps society safe from the worst monsters among us.